And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. Now we all know the media, the lamestream media, the sturdy, dirty smear merchants are starting to crumble badly. Now we also know that they'll try anything to keep their power and their stranglehold on what is known as fact and what isn't. Well, it seems that the Financial Times, which is a leading voice of global neoliberalism, has praised psychological influence operations, better known as psyops, as a valuable weapon in the war against disinformation. So what that actually says to me is the Financial Times are saying we should lie to counter the lie. Is that not what that means, everyone? Now the article has been published earlier this week and it blames Russia, China and Iran, but you don't think that this isn't going to be used internally as well. Disinformation and online propaganda to amplify anti-vax state sentiment and foment political tensions in Europe and the US. See, told you? The FT says Mikael Tonfinson, head of the Swedish Navy's new psyops division, believes foreign aggressors are likely to sow division by targeting areas of public concern, such as... So this is places that the people of these areas and nations have an issue with, and they're classing that as disinformation. Let's have a listen to what they class as disinformation propaganda. Crime, lurgy jibby jabbies, the government's response to the pandemic, and immigration. So it's obvious what this whole article is about, isn't it? This is about the people inside the country, not external, like they're saying. This is a way for them to advocate for psyops against its own population. Am I wrong on that? Now listen to the wording. The wording. It reveals quite a large amount of them using psyops already, including the FT. Now the FT goes on to praise Western militaries for teaching the citizenry to distinguish truth from falsehood. How are you doing that? Censoring both one side? That's how you're doing it. That's not going to work, is it? And urges more countries to take up arms against a disinformation virus. Here's where the wording all comes through. But as with COVID, the most important task in psychological defense is to inoculate the population against believing false information. In other words, you do as the party wants you to, believe as the party wants you to, and if you don't, they're going to psyops you. Absolutely disgraceful, this, isn't it? I mean, they're obviously talking about internal. Other countries too should show they're serious about fighting the disinformation virus and immunising against it. The wording again. So they're trying to continue the power they've got from the virus and immunisation and continue it on to other things. Like I've said in a video previously, power never gives up power. But I'd like to know your opinion on this one. I mean, it's a joke, isn't it? I mean, we knew already, but they're actually blatantly admitting it now, and they're championing for more and more and more and more. Psyops is basically silencing your opponents because you can't defeat their arguments with another argument. Absolute joke, this. And it just shows the direction we're going in, doesn't it? Stay sane, everyone. I'll see you on the next one.